This is the corner of 16th Street and Sansom in Philadelphia. And this is the Happy Rooster bar. Now this is a very old building. Now, let me just show you. See this? This is brand new. Matter of fact, this street was, it was all blocked off until, I don't know, maybe the last 6 months or so. And I've been waiting for this to clear up to make this video. Okay, so the purpose of this video is to document a bookstore that I used to go to when I was a kid. And it was called the To Do It Bookstore. That was the name of the store. And it was I would say it was like right here with this. But you see, back then the buildings were all like this. Except for, well, there's a church down there. There's a church. That's been here a long time. But all these buildings, were like this. Well, they look like this. And but that doesn't mean the stores were kind of grungy looking. And the inside of the store. So there was a store right about here called the To Do It Bookstore, and I used to go there to find out how to do things. See, nowadays you go on the internet to find out how to do things, to find everything, just about. And I'm talking like the late 1960s, 70s. I don't know. I don't really know much about it. And I don't really know that much about it. They were like, I think it was owned by these two gay guys, just for documentation purposes. I believe that was the impression I got. But I remember going in there and reading about, back in the day, I was interested in making Super 8 movies. And I remember going in this store and looking up, they had books on, how to splice film, things like that. It was a To Do It bookstore. And I just wanted to, like, I've gone on the internet, I thought maybe someone would put up a picture, an old picture that they took, a million years, but I didn't find anything about it. And this was the location, and of course, as I said, back when the store was open, the street looked like, this is what the buildings look like. But they tore down, well, the Happy Rooster. This has been here a long time. Now there's a nice apartment. It's like I say, it just opened. This is brand spanking new. Yeah. So, wish I could afford to, get an apartment here. I don't know if I want to, really, to be honest with you. If I had my way, I'd like to have, several apartments. This apartment here in Center City, maybe an apartment, whatever. But then, you know what? Let's say, I become a billionaire and I get apartments all over the place. That's more problems than it's worth. That's problems in itself. Like, you got to get insurance for all those things. You got to pay the rent, pay all these things, rent, whatever. So I just want to, document. I don't want the How To Do It bookstore, just go into the dustbin of history if I make a video Well, at least that'll be, because I really enjoyed going there, and I remember I'd go in there and I'd lay on the floor, I'd be lying on the floor. The floor was like carpeted. I'd be lying on the floor reading books. Those were the days. Those were the days. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Those were the days. Yes, they were. Okay, well, I hate to sign off, but I have to.